Hey everyone, welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss the breaking news that Scott Foley, who played the character Roman Bridger, which was Sidney's half-brother, as you remember in Scream 3, has been announced to return for Scream 7. That's right, you heard me correctly. He has just joined the cast for Scream 7. Now this leaves lots of questions and lots of theories for us to consider. So let's not wait any longer to dive in. Let's go.
It's David Arquette, Dewey from the Scream movies, as you know. Remember, there's only one rule to surviving a horror movie, and that's subscribing to Craven Something Scary.
So Deadline.com has reported in an exclusive today that Scott Foley has been added to the cast of Scream 7. Here's what they had to say. Exclusive. Scott Foley from Scream 3 and The Girls on the Bus has joined the cast of Scream 7 from Spyglass and Paramount Pictures. Details regarding his character and the film's plot are currently under wraps. However, Foley is already part of the Scream universe, having portrayed antagonist Roman Bridger, the film director and half-brother of Sidney Prescott, Neve Campbell, who was revealed to be the Ghostface killer in Scream 3. And the article continues with this. It says, Foley's casting comes with its own set of questions because Roman was killed by Dewey, David Arquette, at Sidney's request. Now, Roman has faked his own death before, so it's plausible that he could reprise the role in the present or perhaps in a flashback form in the past if he is deceased. Could Roman have a long-lost twin? This is Scream after all, so if he returns as a ghost, face killer, or a zombie, it would not shock most. There are so many possibilities here that I defer to the franchise superfans to figure out. So let's think about this. So one scenario, it could be for nightmare sequences. Just like we saw in Scream 3 when Sidney had a nightmare about her mom, Maureen Prescott. It could easily be a scenario very similar to that where she has a nightmare about her half-brother. That's one possibility. That's pretty low-hanging fruit. Now, another low-hanging fruit possibility is that it could be a hallucination sequence by Sidney, just like we saw in Scream 5 with Sam seeing Billy. It could be something along those lines. So those are probably the two lowest-hanging fruit scenarios I can think of for his return. A nightmare sequence or sequences, or hallucinations by Sidney for both of those. Those are the scenarios that are probably the most easy to plot into a script. Now, let's go on to some other ones that aren't so low-hanging fruit, but might be much more interesting. Now, I'm gonna say this up front. This next one here I thought of is my least favorite option. It was mentioned in the article, and that's if Roman had a twin. Please no. Let's do the twin thing has been done so much in Hollywood over the last 40 years that I can remember. So please no. Let's do not do the twin. That would be, personally, I would be disappointed if they try to say this is his twin brother. All right, now here's another scenario that I can imagine some people are going to suggest, maybe even some of you might suggest, is that since he was in Hollywood, he was a director, he faked his death in the movie, maybe it's some Hollywood special effects when Dewey shot him. Maybe Dewey actually didn't even shoot him in the head after all. Remember, he was missing him all before. Maybe that was a special effect he had ready to go, just in that type of scenario. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, be transparent. I always am. I think this theory is probably way out there, and I personally don't put any stock in this one. I think this would be the hardest scenario to explain and to show how it was done. Yeah, that one to me is just probably not likely to happen. All right, but if that's one that you like, go with it. I support you in it. I respect you in that, and you know, don't shy away from it. But me personally, I just don't think that's the way. Now, what is my favorite possibility, and this is the one that I'm really hoping for, is that we see a flashback scene to Scream 3 where we see that either Angelina was indeed his accomplice, as I've been saying since Scream 3 came out, or better yet, guys, we see that Stu Macher was involved and was his accomplice in Scream 3, which would lead into him being revealed in Scream 7. Absolutely awesome. And for everyone out there who is a Stu truther and you're hoping that he's going to return like I do, I think this scenario would be amazing. And just the fact that Roman is back is a huge step forward, because they're taking a huge step backwards into the past. And I think that lines this up extremely well for Stu Macher's return. Roman returning is a huge announcement because basically what I said, I'm going to paraphrase it differently. It shows at the very least that something or someone from the past will play a part in Scream 7 to the story. They're going back for a reason. You don't go back for no reason at all. There's a reason they're going back, and I really think that it lays a nice groundwork potentially for Stu's return. All right. Now, I want to know what you are thinking right now about Scott Foley returning for Scream 7. I know you got to have a lot of thoughts about it, ideas and theories. So I'm going to ask you to leave those in the comments section below, even right now as we're finishing up the video. I love to read what's on your mind, what you're thinking about this. And you have to leave a comment, though. That's the only way I'll know what you're thinking about with Scott Foley / Roman Bridger. So please do that now. All right, everyone. That's it for this update. But listen, I'll be back soon with more Scream 7 and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.